Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. Well, today, guys, is Sunday, so we're going to be doing Knife of the Week, and this is a knife that I actually forgot about when I did my Atlanta Blade Show knife haul. I already had it put up on the shelf, so I forgot about it. And but this is a very nice knife. We're going to be going over here on my table. Then we're going to be opening up a package. I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. I already opened it up last night with my two sons and my brother-in-law present. And there's some good knives in there, but there was one wrapped up in a paper towel in a plastic bag that is absolutely spectacular. Cannot wait to share that with y'all. But we're going to be looking at all the knives, reading the note, and I'm going to be showing you this knife here. And can't wait to share it. Can't wait. It's an amazing piece. It really is, all the way from Florida. So I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in today. I want to say happy Father's Day to every one of y'all out there. And I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, guys, this is Knife of the Week. It is a 1979 Appaloosa bone Barlow. Look at that bone right there, y'all. This is the only Appaloosa bone I saw at the Atlanta Blade Show. It's the only one that caught my eye. And I'll tell you how much I paid for this thing here in a minute. But it's a Case XX USA. You see that one dot, 1979. You see that blade? It don't look like it's hardly ever been used. It's just a beautiful knife, guys. I'm going to call it mint to be the age. But there's a pattern right there, 62009.5. But it's absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. It's almost like it was just made, guys. See how clean it is on the inside. I did pay $175 for this. Case started, as far as I can tell now, y'all, let me know if I'm wrong, because I'm no subject matter expert at all. I just go by what I can find on the internet with Miss Barlow and myself and my books. But the earliest that I've seen Case started using Appaloosa bone was 1978. And they even have used it recently. Here's some versions. They did purple, they did blue. Beautiful knives. But I just love the bone when they do the Appaloosa bone, especially the white and brown. And they dye that, guys. They have a certain way of dyeing that, and I just love that backside of how that Appaloosa bone took right there. Beautiful, beautiful bone. There it is right there, Barlow. Ain't that cool, y'all? Couldn't pass this one up. I paid $175 for it. And I'm going to show you what it says in my book here. They actually don't have one for $79. I was very shocked at that. Right here. They only show Appaloosa bone in 1980. See that? Appaloosa bone clip blade. And back in 2008, mint was $60. And then you had Dots Appaloosa bone clip blade was $50. So I don't show another 71. See, that's Saul Darren. Yeah, the only bone that they did, it was 5 dots, 75 was bone, but the Appaloosa bone only shows 80 in the 80s. So this knife isn't even listed in the book being a 79 with Appaloosa bone. So I believe they missed that in the book. Sometimes you'll find that in this book here, guys, but this one here, you can tell it's a 1979 with Appaloosa bone. Beautiful, ain't it? But this is Knife of the Week, guys. I saw it up there, and I just could not pass it up because they're very hard to find. They're not easy to find. They really didn't make a whole lot of them. But this is the first Barlow that I've seen in Appaloosa bone. Mr. Dan Edwards says he has one, and here it is right here. And his is a 1981. But this is, again, is a 1979. It could have been one of their first runs of the Barlow Appaloosa bone. Who knows? But I'm glad I found it. I really am. And I didn't mind paying $170. I tried to get it for a little bit cheaper. He would not come off of it because you see the condition. It is probably 99.9% mint. I'm calling it mint. Beautiful, beautiful piece. It will be forever on display right here in the shop. It sure will. Well, now, guys, we're fixing to open the or show you what the contents in the package. It comes all the way to us from Keystone Heights, Florida. I think it's Keystone Heights, Florida. It is. And it's Mr. Gary and Miss Laura Wilkerson. Okay. It says, "Dear Knife Doctor, my husband and I love your channel. We appreciate your love of God, family, and our country. Prayers for Mr. Glenn and Heather." Well, thank you for that. God bless. Gary and Laura Wilkerson. Hoorah. Well, I appreciate this. I really do. I appreciate this note, and I certainly appreciate these knives. Cannot wait to share that one with y'all. We're going to show it last. But here is the package that I got. We're going to give that to Mr. Glenn. Ain't that cool? We're just going to dump everything out. Let's see. This is a nice case sheath here. It sure is. It's for a big knife too. I think that had to fit the folding hunter, the shark's tooth, and all that. The basket weave too. I love that. I'm gonna saddle soak that. Thank you for that. And here's a buck sheath. See for what it usually has a knife. What it's for right there. Very nice knife sheath. I love it. What is this right here? Oh, a king cutter. Look at there. Was that before? Yeah, see, that's 1940 to 1960 because it don't have E.C. Simmons up at the top. Very nice knife here, too. See, it's even got king cutter right there on that blade. It's a great parts knife. The bone ain't nothing wrong with it at all. This is like a Gerber, y'all. Look at there. The wood inlay is gone. It is a Gerber. I didn't go through these knives last night. I just peeked in there and I seen that one in the bag and I opened it up. Couldn't believe it. But look at that Gerber. Very nice knife. Portland, USA. Hoorah. We have to put a piece of wood in there. That shouldn't be that hard to do. Very nice. Thank y'all for that. Again, we're going to be giving this one to Mr. Glenn. Of this blue. Looks like it's got a broke blade. We have to send this into Victorinox. They'll change that blade out for us. We'll see how long it takes. I have quite a few I need to send in, but we'll get this one sent in right away. I thank y'all for that, Miss Laura and Gary. Here's that. That looks like a Frontier. Looks like the springs broke. Yeah. No, it's a Sears Craftsman. Very, very cool. I might have one that we can actually, if it's made like the Frontiers. I have several Frontiers with the whittled down blades. If it's made like that, I can fix this one. Just cut that pin, take that piece out that's broke, and put a new one in there. So that'll be a good project for us. Very cool. That one right there, Uncle Henry. That one looks good. So good. Very, very cool. We got the point up a little bit. We might have to. It's already been sanded down some. We might sand it down just a little bit more. What is this one right here? It's an old knife. I know that. There it is right there. United Cutlery Company, Germany. How about that? Very cool. That's a case, what you call it, a slimline trapper. Looked like it got a little bit hot right there. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1982. Ain't it? Yep. 1982. How about that? Ooh, look at that, y'all. Very, very cool. I love these. And look at that blade right there. We can fix that. USA over to the right. That's 56 to 88. That's when that tank stamp was used, Imperial. Other than that blade, guys. Very cool. See how the handles will shrink up sometimes? They just do that. That plastic will do that. But I love the color on that. Almost like a purple almost. Check that out. United States of America Army. We'll have to put this on my wall of fame. Made in USA. I love that. Love that. Y'all excuse my AC, guys. It coming on and coming off. Man, look at that solid knife. Almost looks like a POW. POW cutlery. And it is a POW cutlery. How about that? Or POW Blade Company. How about that? But you can just tell how solid these knives are. That's got good snap too. That's just dirty right there. That'll get it snapped back, I can tell. See that? Ain't nothing wrong with this knife now. This thing will clean up good. That's got a pen blade instead of a punch blade. But you can use it as a punch blade. That's an old knife right there. But we'll clean that up real good. It's got a little bit of a... We might have to fix that with JB Weld. That won't be no problem. Get that black and jig it out some. Might not be able to tell it was broke. Love that. Love that, man. What is this one right here? Is it a Ranger? Ranger. How about that? Ranger, I believe, was made by Colonial. They're good little knives. But that thing has seen its better days. But it will clean up some now. We might have to do that, but I don't have a bolster for it. And here's a Miss Peggy knife here. That's USA. Look at them handles right there. Ain't that pretty? Miss Peggy, I love that. And this right here too is another Miss Peggy knife. USA. Ain't that awesome? And right here, a Camillus. That's a second right there. You see how they cross that out? But that tank stamp for Camillus was made late 80s to 2007 until they closed up. That's the last tank stamp that they ever used. It's a good little knife. What is that right there? Is it a Zippo? It is a Zippo. Very, very cool. And what is that right there? A bottle opener. Phillips Brothers. How about that? Ginger ale. How about that? Love that right there, man. That's very cool. Thank you for this. And this, look here, Boy Scouts, y'all. That is an Imperial. Providence, USA. We'll look up the age. But this is a pretty old knife now. I like that swell center right there. Look at there. And it got like it looks more like a coping blade. And then you got a little clip blade there. And a clip blade there. But I love that shield right there. That's cool, ain't it? Very, very cool. Let's look that up. Again, that was Providence. Is it spelled out? Let's see. No, abbreviated. Providence is abbreviated with a crown up top. I think that is 46 to 56. But we're fixing to find out. There it is right there. Providence abbreviated USA with a crown up top, 46 to 56. Now, if it looked like that, Providence, Rhode Island, 36 to 52. So, yeah, that's it right there. 46 to 56. Then they did that one with the USA over to the right. Just so they can put Rhode Island in there. Hoorah. And this one right here looks like a Klein. It is. These are great knives. Lock blade. The Hawk bill looks good. But again, guys, y'all excuse my my air because it gets kind of hot in here if I don't run that. This one right here that looks like a featherweight, probably a Cutmaster. No, a Utica featherweight. It's missing the shield right there. But these have aluminum frames. They're really a lightweight knife. Girl Scout knife. Cutmaster, which was Utica after 1937. That's when Cutmaster was formed. But this is pre-1937 here. And that's an empty box. Barber's Pit. Oh, look here. Simmons Hardware, y'all. Is that not cool or what? Awesome. I didn't see that until... Look at there. Simmons Hardware. Hoorah. Love that. It's another Miss Peggy's knife right here. Japan. That's cool. 50 cents. See that? Another Miss Peggy's knife. Is that right there? I don't know what that is, but that looks like... Can't tell if that's mother of pearl or not. It might be. It's broke right there. Might be the imitation pearl is what I think it is. It's pretty though. And what is that right there? A Kent. How about that? Made by Camillus. Look at that. Atlantic City, New Jersey. Souvenir of Atlantic City. How about that? That is so cool. That's a pretty knife. That's a big boy there now. That's a big boy Stockman. Yeah, the blade's been whittled down some. That is a 2015. That thing's been used. It ain't but 10 years old. Boy, they sharpen the crap out of that. That blade's in good shape. It's a good parts knife right here. That blade's in pretty good shape. It wouldn't take much to fix that blade. Clean this knife up. I love that bone. It's a big old Stockman, ain't it? What pattern is this? I might have to get me one of these. That's a 75 pattern CV chrome vanadium. How about that? There's another Miss Peggy's knife right here. Look here. USA. Look like it's brass plated. I don't think it's solid brass. Imperial. Stainless USA. Very cool. Never seen one of these before. It's like another Zippo. It is. See there? Ain't that awesome? Very cool. And the challenge coin. K9 for Warriors. Founded 2011. Gold family campus, January 2018. I love that. Thank you for this coin, y'all. Appreciate that. And look here, SOG. And look at that, USA. I love these. These are well made multi-tools because they got them gears. I'm telling you, you can cut a coin in half with that right there with them gears. They make some strong gears right here. Or cutters. Them gears do. The way it works, it makes it real strong. Right. Okay, guys, the last knife that they sent is a very special knife. It was made in the years of 1914 and 1915, and I'll tell you why, and I'll show you why. But it's already been Mr. Tony Carlton. He owns a shop up in Kentucky. He deals with antique knives. He's seen so many knives, and so has Mr. Wade. Mr. Wade says this is a real deal. But look here. This is a lady's leg, pattern number 3297. That is kind of like a yellow composition right there. But look here. That is W.R. Case & Sons, made in USA down at the bottom. That tank stamp was used from 1905 to 1915. But the reason I'm saying this knife was made either 1914 or 1915 is because of that right there, Tested XX. And that's got like number, I think 820 down there at the bottom. I don't know if that was the inspector back then. I don't know. I really don't know. I know that's not the pattern number. Pattern number is 3297. But it's also got that right there, Case XX tested right there in a circle. That was used up to 1915. Okay, but if you remember, I did a history on Case. Case Brothers was going on in the late 1800s up till about 1911, I think it was. And then W.R. Case & Sons was founded by John Russell Case, which is W.R. Case's son. Okay, he started W.R. Case & Son. Okay, that right there, they didn't acquire the rights to Case XX tested till about 1914. That's when, about the time, 1911 to 1914 is when Case Brothers went out of business. That was W.R. Case's brothers that did that, okay? They own Case Brothers, okay? And then W.R. Case & Sons, again, was started by W.R. Case's son, John Russell Case. But, again, they didn't acquire, W.R. Case & Sons didn't acquire the rights to use Case tested, that XX, till about 1914, okay? So that's what I'm saying. This knife was made either 1914 or 1915 when they were able to acquire that right there. But another way you can tell is W.R. Case & Sons. That's actually when, see, that tells you another story. It used to be W.R. Case & Son. Okay, also, do you remember H.N. Platt? See, that used to be, when John Russell started Case, it used to be W.R. Case & Son. That was about 1902 up to 1905, okay? But then when it changed to Sons, W.R. Case & Sons, is when H.N. Platt, who married W.R. Case's daughter, Debbie, John Russell brought him on to help sell Case knives, and it became W.R. Case & Sons. So again, that tank stamp was being used from 1905 to 1915. 1911 is when H.M. Platts moved out to Colorado, and they started Western States Cutlery Company, okay? Debbie and H.M. Platts moved out there and started the Western Knives. But it's just a cool story, guys. But again, they didn't acquire that XX tested until about 1914 from Case Brothers. So I know it's kind of confusing. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just want to make sure I get it right. But I will be cleaning this knife up some. I'll be getting that rust. See, that's surface rust there. And a lot of people are going to say, well, you shouldn't get all that patina off. But I don't want surface rust on my knife, guys. And I am going to sand that down just a little bit. just to get the dinginess off of it. And I'm going to clean that blade up, and I'm going to leave the patina on there. It's going to look good when I'm done. But you see down here, the reason I want to clean this knife is, look, see, it's got surface rust down there, guys. I can't have a dirty, rusty knife. I'm not going to have that. So that's why I'm cleaning it up. And it's got great snap. I cannot wait to actually, I'm going to go ahead and add oil to it right now. Just see how it does. Look at that. This one's strong right here. Look at that. That thing is strong. Hoorah. This thing's going to clean up good, guys. But I'm going to show you something. In this book, it has this pattern, which is the 97 pattern. The 097 pattern is the larger one. But the shorter one like this is the 97 pattern. They made a mother of pearl. But this is the 3297. Right here, guys. Back in 2008, the 3297 was listed at $500. That's if it was mint condition. Okay, so this knife here has a little bit of value to it. I just want to thank Mr. Gary and Miss Laura Wilkerson from Florida for sending me this knife. It will be cherished forever. It will be in the museum forever. And we're going to clean it up and give its glory back. And just a beautiful knife. It's going to clean up good. Mr. Gary and Miss Laura sent all those knives all the way from Keystone Heights, Florida, 247 miles away from Ellaville, Georgia. Mr. Gary and Miss Laura, thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Thank y'all so much for all them knives. God bless y'all. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. There's the knife of the week, guys. It's 1979 Appaloosa bone Barlow knife. It's as near mint as mint can be, guys. I'm calling it mint. I paid $175 for it, and I wouldn't take $300 for it today because, again, you don't see Appaloosa bone on knives very often. That's the only one I saw up there. That's the only one that really in the older section caught my eye, and it ain't real old. It's about 46 years old. But when I saw that, I knew I had to have it. I tried to get him down some, but $175, he would not budge off that price. And cash. He only took cash. So that right there is worth it to me. Again, I wouldn't take $300 or $400 for it because when's the next time you're going to see one of these, especially a 79? Mr. Dan Edwards had that 1981, and my book don't even have a 70s for this. So I don't know if it's rare or what, but this is a great knife, and it's mint. It really is. So glad I found it. Glad I was able to share it. I'm sorry I missed it in the knife haul last week for the Blade Show, but I'm glad I did. Now y'all are getting to see it up close. It's just a beautiful knife. And I want to thank Mr. Gary and Miss Laura again from Keystone Heights, Florida. Thank y'all so much for all them great knives, especially this baby doll right here. This knife is going to be so beautiful when it's cleaned up. And I'm going to give it the spa treatment, guys. It's going to get really very well good. It's still going to have patina on the blades. And but see, I've always said I cannot have a rusted, dirty knife, and even for this knife, it's going to be clean. It's going to be clean. I'm going to take sandpaper, fine grit, go over the handle material, get the dinginess off of it, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm telling you, it's going to be a gorgeous knife. And to me, I'd rather pay top dollar for a clean knife than I would a dirty knife. To me, guys, knives are not like coins. Okay, there is a certain taboo in the coin world where you don't clean coins. Well, I don't consider that in the knife world. I've never seen Mr. Tony Carlton with a dirty knife. He has the most beautiful, pristine knives. And here he is right here. Y'all contact him, because I'm telling you, he has thousands and thousands and thousands of knives. And he'll tell you himself, most likely, that a clean knife will bring better money than a dirty knife. But that's him right there. Y'all contact him if y'all are looking for a certain knife, because I'm telling you, he has thousands upon thousands of knives up there, and he goes to all these major knife shows. He was at the Blade Show, and just a great guy. He really is. And but again, guys, I'm not going to hurt it. It's going to be beautiful in here on display forever. And I just want to thank Mr. Gary and Miss Laura again for this knife, because you don't see these every day, especially in this kind of condition where it's got the snaps on both blades. See that? You just don't see that, guys. And this is, again, is a 97 pattern. The bigger one is the 097 pattern. And it's they didn't put pattern numbers on the knives back then, as far as I know. That's what I've read in the books. They didn't start till every knife till about 49. They were doing some in the 40s, but very few and far between. But they really started, I think, in 49 with all the knives. But there it is right there, guys. There it is right there. So 2 premium Case knives right here. Knife of the week right here, guys. And I just could not help sharing this today. Like I said, I opened the box up last night to peek inside, and I could not help to see what was wrapped up in a paper towel inside a plastic bag. I had to look, and this was what it was. Then I had to do some research on it. I really didn't know about the leg knife until I got this knife, you know. Very cool, very cool. But you can use that right there as a bottle opener. Awesome. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. And I just want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Until we meet again, guys. That'll be like a good night. Stay sharp.